We currently have 1 hour left until our 18-week scan appointment. Hi, I'm here for my 10:25 appointment. Oh, so is my placenta on the front? It's got a little bum by it. Hello guys, and welcome back to our channel.
I'm so excited.
So, we currently have 1 hour left until our 18-week scan appointment. And
I think this is the only thing that we're ever ready on time for. Like, we're sitting here completely ready to go. Carys even has her coat on, and we're just like, okay, another hour, we can leave.
We are literally waiting to leave for 1 hour. Any other appointment, a meal, meeting people, anything, it could be even important. Late. We are always late, but not for Baba. We are always an hour early. We're like... So we might even just go and pick up a coffee on the way and just take a chill.
Because
I just get too excited.
And also our boiler's broke. Yeah. So we have absolutely no heating in the house. And even though I'm wearing a t-shirt, it's actually quite cold, isn't it?
Look how matchy we are underneath there.
Hey, look at that.
That's like a really...
it's quite similar colours.
Very similar.
Yeah. So yeah, we might go out, get in the car, chuck the heating on full blast. And get a hot drink on the way, because it is quite chilly in here, isn't it?
Yeah, that satisfies all our needs.
It does.
Our excitement and our chilliness. Hiya, Gorgie. You haven't even said hello yet this morning. Oh my God, she's so focused, because whenever she sees us putting our shoes and coats on and then getting the keys, she just runs straight down here and waits for her treat. Because she knows what's happening. Daddy got you a treat.
Bye, Mila.
Bye, Mila. We see you later.
Enjoy your chicken fillet.
We won't be long. Just checking up on your baby sister. See ya. So we've picked up some drinks. I've got a hot chocolate, of course.
Lovely weather.
James is,
really lovely.
It is. You can see in the sunroof.
I opened up the sunroof thinking it's going to be nice, and I don't think it's doing much for us, really.
It's just like glorious weather here in Wales.
This is our first time vlogging in the new car.
Is it? Like properly?
Like,
yeah.
We haven't vlogged in the night.
No, yeah, you're right. Whoa guys, welcome to the new car, welcome to the new sunroof. So yeah, we're heading to the scan now. We're going to be there like 20 minutes early, but we're just going to sit in the car park. Yeah. I just posted on my story about going to the scan, and I had some questions about how we had this scan, so I thought I would just cover that on here in case any of you guys were wondering. So we have a 12-week scan and a 20-week scan, which is what I think everybody has. So like 2 scans booked in throughout the pregnancy, and then towards the end of the pregnancy you'll have, I don't know how it really works towards the end of pregnancy, but I know you have more care, sort of weekly or fortnightly, I don't know. They measure the growth of the baby and a bit more then. Yeah, usually you just get the 2 scans at 12 and 20 weeks. As you guys know, we had the private scan done earlier on because they were a little bit slow just with everything happening with COVID.
They lost Carys's form.
They didn't do my form.
She kind of said that she was pregnant. And they lost her form, or they gave her a midwife.
They didn't lose my form, I don't know how they didn't manage to get me a midwife or something, so...
No, they gave you a midwife who then got promoted, and no one took your kind of case or whatever.
That was it.
And so we were kept on calling up.
That's what she said.
I'm 13 weeks and I haven't had a scan or anything.
And I just felt so awkward.
They'll get to you, and then it turned out no one was going to get to you.
No. So... that was when I sort of Googled about having private scans and was looking at that really early on because of that.
And also you had a couple of questions, didn't you? We were a bit anxious about heart rate.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, it was just, I understood why things were going to be more difficult during this time. Everything's more difficult during COVID at the moment, so I knew that things were going to be slower. So all the ones that we go to that aren't the 12-week and the 20-week one are basically private scans, and you can book them in separately, you can book in package deals. Like there's loads, there's not just the place that we're going to, there's different companies that do it within different areas wherever you live. That's what we're going for today at 18 weeks. And if I am completely honest, I know I am an overthinker, and I am a bit, I would say I'm not overly overthinking this one, but during this time period I have been more anxious than usual. So in between when we had our last scan and this scan, I think it was mainly because of the fact that the first trimester symptoms all weared off, so I'm not really feeling any symptoms. There's a couple of random weird symptoms that I'm going to ask about today, which I'll tell you guys in a minute, but I hadn't really had any nausea or anything that was kind of like happening daily that was reminding me that I was pregnant. And I also haven't been able to feel the baby yet, which I know is really normal. It's only 18 weeks, but I know a lot of people do feel the baby earlier than 18 weeks, so me being me, it's obviously on my mind, and I'm like, I can't feel the baby, I'm not having any symptoms, and I think that has just created anxiousness for me, thinking, I hope the baby's okay, I hope she's okay, I hope something's not wrong. And so I'm just feeling really grateful to be going for this scan today, just to check everything's okay.
Yeah, like to be able to put like our anxiousness at ease straight to
yeah.
the isn't it?
Yeah,
nice.
So I feel really, really blessed and grateful to be able to have that throughout this pregnancy.
And you've got a couple of questions about your heart rate feeling like quite strong.
Yeah, so I've got, although I haven't really got any like symptoms that are kind of making me feel like I'm pregnant, I've got just a couple of random ones that I wanted to ask about. Had this weird thing that in the evenings I get like a really heavy heartbeat, so it like it's not necessarily faster because we were timing it last night, but it's like it's really heavy and I can feel it throughout my whole body, and it's kind of like, and if you're someone that's had anxiety or struggled with anxiety, it's that feeling of like you feel a bit sick, your heartbeat is really strong and it's like overpowering. I'm trying to watch a film and it's going quite a lot, and I'm really aware of my heartbeat. So I wanted to bring that up. And then I know I'm an overthinker. There's probably so many of you that are so chilled out here, just like, oh yeah, I'm just like rock up at the birth, like didn't even bother overthinking everything. I think that's awesome if you can be that chill about it. But I'm definitely not, and I know there'll be a lot of other people that aren't as chill as I'd like to be. As James, maybe?
No, I don't feel, it's really, it's a weird one for the guys, because you don't feel the symptoms.
Yeah.
So they're like, my heart rate's increasing, I'm like, right, okay. You're just unfit.
Yeah, you just haven't worked out in a long time now, so you're getting unfit. Yeah, that's probably actually what it is. Yes, we are here 25 minutes early. I just wanted to ask any professional that I see about home birthing. I keep wanting to get people's opinions and stories, and just take in as much information about that as I can. So those are the main things that I wanted to ask about. Hi, I'm here for my 10:25 appointment. I'm a little bit early, so I'm just waiting in the car park, but just wanted to let you know.
Okay, lovely. What's your name?
Carys Whitaker.
Yeah, no problem. Finish, we'll come and get you.
That's okay, fab, thank you. I haven't felt any movements yet. I'm really excited to start feeling them. Oh yeah, I was going to ask where my placenta was. Oh, so is my placenta on the front?
It's on the front.
Oh wow.
It's not enough to get through.
It's got a little vampire thing.
Yeah. You seem to spend a lot of time touching your face.
That's funny. So we've just come out of the appointment. Very special as always to know that everything was okay with the baby.
It wasn't quite as clear as previous
times. It wasn't.
times.
I was just going to say that. So we went for one at 14 weeks, which was like super clear. You could see loads. I'll pop up photos of that. And I remember then he was like, oh, at 18 weeks you'll be able to see loads of detail and like it'll be really special. And obviously it was special, but I didn't feel like there was lots of detail. I thought it was less clear.
Yeah, same. I thought like the arms and the legs and stuff were less obvious.
Yeah,
but you did have a big wee just beforehand.
I did have a big wee just beforehand.
Maybe you had an empty bladder, and maybe that made a small difference.
Well, they asked me for my urine. I didn't have a choice.
Well, to be fair, you were going to go for a wee anyway, and you were like, do you want me to take a urine sample?
Yeah, true.
But maybe they would have done that afterwards otherwise.
No, they did it before the other two times I went.
Did they?
Yeah.
Oh, that's strange. Baby looks well.
Baby looks well. Oh no, he was
bigger.
just saying that he couldn't get a good image of her because she was like moving a bit.
Oh, okay. So you ate food because we wanted to see the baby move.
I know.
And then you couldn't get a good image because the baby was moving.
He was like, oh, she's moving too much. So yeah, I think she was like wobbling around all the time, so we couldn't get a good like 4D image of her, but it doesn't matter. We know she's
healthy.
in there, she's healthy.
Slightly bigger than average at this age.
Growing.
So good, healthy baby.
Chunky monkey. So yeah, we're so happy. And it was really good to talk to him about the symptoms. They were absolutely fine. Yeah. He didn't even really blink an eyelid at those. Had all the explanations for why. And then also talking about home birthing was really good as well, and it definitely gave us something to think about. So it was really good to talk to someone who went into the details of why home births maybe are more risky for a first pregnancy. So it sort of says online and other places that home births are slightly riskier for a first pregnancy, and then after your first pregnancy they're no more risky as being in hospital than they are being at home. Being at home than they are being in hospital. So I always knew that, but when I spoke to the midwives, they were very for home birthing, and I liked that because obviously I was really keen on home birthing, and I think midwives do so many home births that they know how special and magical and calm they are, and so they often are very for home birthing.
Yes.
So it was interesting speaking today to the doctor, and he was saying that the main reason that the first pregnancy is more risky is because of the pelvis, and until you've given birth, you don't know whether your pelvis is big enough basically to birth a baby. I know this happened to my grandma, I believe. She had to have cesareans, sort of like emergency last minute ones, because you push and push and push, and then you realise that your body hasn't actually, your pelvis hasn't actually grown or stretched enough to allow the baby through, no matter how long you were sat there labouring for. So then you have an emergency C-section. So that's the risk with having a first time pregnancy at home. I'm sure majority of the time it all goes smoothly, but for that very rare occasion where, and it's completely random, I think that's what makes me, because I like believe in myself and I'm like, we're going to have a great birth, it's going to be absolutely fine, but actually at the end of the day, it can only take you so far. It's so true.
I was just going to say as well, you come from from quite a small family, and I come from quite a big family, and I wondered if that kind of like concerned you at all. Whether I don't know how much kind of baby size born relates to the size of the family.
I didn't think it did, see? No? Let us know this, guys, because James keeps worrying about how big the baby is, but I don't think it actually, like, you can have a big baby and then they're quite a small human when they grow up, if you get me.
Yeah.
I don't think
know
it
whether
relates.
It relates. No? Okay, that's good.
I don't think so.
I honestly don't. I should ask my mum how big I was and my brother was.
Only because my brother was like £9 or something, which is so heavy, and he's quite small and petite.
Yeah, that's true. Okay.
So it's given us a good thing to think about with home birthing. I think it does worry me, and I love the idea of home birthing. And if I do go into a hospital, it would be hopefully in a midwife-led unit, which is a lot more. They sort of do it out like a bedroom.
It was quite nice, wasn't it?
And I can take my fake candles and sort of set up that environment.
The engineer is here to fix our boiler.
We're getting our boiler
fixed. We need to go and sort that out.
So we've just gotten home from a walk. Mila is so muddy. She knows what's about to happen. She always gets muddy, but today she is extra muddy and she knows she's about to go in the bath.
We do not. We always go to the bathroom. We only bathroom when we really need to.
Yeah.
So I'm going to have to carry you up the stairs because I don't want you to get the floor muddy.
Yeah.
You ready for this?
Come on, we'll have fun. It'll be good. Wow. So good. And you've got a little mat in there for her to stop her slipping.
A mat so that she doesn't slip around.
Good girl. So brave.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh. And look at the bath already.
I'd rather me than the carpet though.
Yep.
There you go. That wasn't too bad in the end, was it? We didn't actually use any shampoo because we just need to use the water to get all the mucky off you.
It wasn't that bad.
It was just like going in the river, which is what you love doing anyway.
She's so well behaved.
She is actually good.
Yeah.
And then this mat was actually really good. It's the first time we used it, but definitely made her stand still, otherwise she really struggled to get a grip in the bath.
She was slipping all
You were
around.
much better, weren't you, Mila?
Yeah.
So yes, I'm just going to now give this bathroom a clean. Look at this. Thank goodness we used the proper paint, so this should all just wipe off.
Oh my god. Yeah, it does. I did it before.
And then we're going to have a shower ourselves, because we humans need to clean too, Mila.
We're so filthy.
Look at my top, that's absolutely ridiculous. Oh gosh.
So we're back now from the... Oh yeah, we washed Mila, you saw that. James is snuggled down.
Oh, Wales!
Curtains closed.
Of course, there's too much shininess on the TV.
Lights are on. Rugby's on. Wales are playing today, so James is very excited.
It's sport of rugby, isn't it, Carys? Not football.
Yeah, rugby. I know what's going on today, folks. I've literally brought my laptop in because I'm just going to sit here and chill on my laptop whilst James watches it and do some planning in my diary.
Oh, that's quite nice.
Struggling a little bit today with the smells around the house. They never really left since the first trimester, but with the hypnotherapy and everything, I was able to keep the nausea at bay, like relating the smells to being sick. I was able to keep that at bay, but some days randomly, and it's just to do with hormones, I'm sure, my smell is just so strong and everywhere in the house smells. But luckily, this is one of the only rooms that doesn't smell, and it's one of my favourite rooms in the house at the moment. Probably because of the fact it doesn't smell, and because I got my cute little light up decks in here, so I can't complain.
Like your cute little gas.
My cute little decks over here. Yeah, Mila's, this is literally how much of a soft, pathetic mum I'm gonna be. Mila is sat over there on my side of the sofa next to my favourite blanket in the whole wide world, and she is wet, and I'm just letting her. I'm just actually not gonna. Oh no, oh no, oh no. You can't have my blanket, but you can have my seat. And then in a bit I'm gonna do some more of my embroidery And this is how far I've got so far. I'm really, really liking how it's turning out. Sorry, James, you can turn the volume back on now.
Are you sure? It's just about to kick off. So
I'm done. Go. So, James is still watching rugby. It is now 5:15. It is so dark outside. Look. Okay, that looks blue. And that looks blue as well. It is literally pitch black pitch black outside, and I hate this time of year when it gets dark so quickly. But I also love it because I love Christmas, Halloween, pumpkins, Christmas lights, all of that. So I love the festivities. The only thing I don't like about this time of year is that it gets dark so quickly. So by like 3 p.m. it's starting to get dark, and I just feel so unmotivated. So
what are we up to? What's going on?
Just chatting about how dark it gets so quickly now.
It's horrible,
James is still watching the rugby.
Well, yeah, next game now.
I thought it was one game.
I did explain there was 3 games on today.
Guys, I would have gone on holiday if I could, but I can't. So I'm locked in this house for lockdown. So I've decided, I've become a baker. This is just what's going to happen in every vlog now. I'm just going to bake.
Cupcakes?
Yeah, so I'm going to make...
Are they fairy cakes? Oh, just cupcakes.
What's fairy cakes?
I don't know, but like it's a cute name, isn't it? It goes, woo,
I think they are. I just clicked basic cupcake recipe.
Nice.
I just thought, you know, is it?
Yeah, 4 star out of 5, you know.
It's got 12,000 reviews.
Yeah, but it's not 5 star.
Oh my god, fine, I'll do a different one. What about that then? 4.5
That's
star.
a bit complicated for you, doesn't it?
Yeah, exactly. Look at that. That's so easy.
Do you know what? I usually use BBC Good Food. I find that.
That's what I just was on that.
BBC Good Food.
Yeah, that's that one.
Oh right, yeah, that's good. Use that one. Because you don't have to do the colourful top.
No, I know. I'm just going to decorate them with like a bit of icing and stuff. See, this one looks so much more confusing, but yeah, okay, I'll do this.
Chocolate icing you did for the cake.
Yes, on top.
Chocolate icing, and then we can have chocolate cupcakes.
But I need to go to the shop.
Oh, that'd be amazing. Oh.
You watch the rugby and then you can eat all my cupcakes.
Yeah, please.
I see.
This is such a good day.
I see what I've turned into. The cooking housewife. I was literally so excited. I was saying to James the other day, I'm so excited. I'm going to order myself an apron.
Little penny.
A little cooking apron and a cake holder. You know when you get like one of those posh cake holders with like a glass thing on top so you like your cake doesn't go stale, because my last cake went stale after like 2 days. So yeah, I'm gonna become like a pro baker and get loads of cute equipment. But I'm gonna pop to the shop and get the ingredients for this, and I'm gonna go on my own independent woman.
We've run out of bread.
Oh.
So we need bread for dinner.
I will get bread for dinner. Write me a list.
Okay. Just
send me on my way. Okay, I'm back with all my little bits from the shop. I also bought these, which I love, because it's my sister and her girlfriend's anniversary tomorrow. So I thought if I'm baking cupcakes, obviously we're in lockdown at the moment, I thought I'll drop 2 at their doorstep tomorrow for their anniversary. So I thought I'd get 2 little celebration candles to put on top for them. I love how stingy I am. I'm only going to give them 2. I'm keeping the rest for me and my pregnancy cravings. Okay, let's get cooking. Also, I cannot wait. Love this kitchen, but we are getting our kitchen done in literally 2 weeks' time. We're having a whole kitchen renovation. I just cannot wait for that. I cannot wait for my cooking montages in the new kitchen with the nice countertops and everything like that. I'm going to be baking like mad just to be showing off my the new kitchen. But for now, this may be one of the last time I bake in the current kitchen. I don't know why I'm acting like I'm literally a baker. I've literally baked once on the vlog and once in my life before. Here we go, baking time number 2. I'm just waiting for them to cool before I do the icing. I've been watching Gogglebox and I'm now having a little dinner. We had quite a big lunch, so I'm having a small dinner. I'm just having my pregnancy craving dinner, tomato soup, cheese and toast whilst watching Gogglebox. Absolutely my fave. James is still watching some form of sport, rugby, I don't know. But I've had a great time baking my cupcakes and watching Gogglebox. I've loved it. I finished. They don't look very professional. I thought they would look more professional. I definitely just should have done white icing as well. These are the ones for my sister and her girlfriend. I actually decided to give them 4 because I thought I really don't need this many cupcakes in my life. So I'm gonna drop those 4 off at their doorstep tomorrow for their anniversary. And then the other ones, I just stuck some Kinder Bueno and chocolate pieces to jazz them up a little bit. I'm kind of proud of myself. I've got a long way to go with my baking skills, but can't wait to eat them. It's going good. Look who it is.
Oh my goodness. That looks amazing.
Thank you. The ones with celebration bottles are for Lauren and Anna.
Oh, that's sweet.
Yeah. And I just stuck some pieces. I want to try one now. I'm a bit scared I'm not going to like it. You're not going to try one?
Like it. I will try one. Why are they all so colourful, the icing?
Yeah, CJ, I knew James wouldn't like the colourful icing.
So I'd have the vanilla ones. Why? What's with the blue?
They're exactly the same. I just thought I'd jazz them up, but I don't like them.
In them?
Food colouring.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Food colouring always scares me.
I know, because you don't like fancy dress, and it's basically fancy dress.
Seems like, you know, like I eat bad foods, but it just seems even more natural to like, food colour a food.
Well, you don't have to have them. They're mine. I'll eat them all, happily.
I'll just have the chocolate.
Okay, so I know this is a totally random end clip to this video. We are currently sat in the kitchen doing admin, but I realised this video didn't have an outro and I didn't want to put another end screen because I know we did that in the last video, and I was looking when we finished this video and we just randomly, I made cupcakes and then we just completely forgot to end the video.
Yeah, we are really good like that.
Really good,
Sometimes we're spot on and we do remember to finish the video, and then other times we're useless.
So anyway, the cakes were really nice and we dropped some off to my sister and her girlfriend and they really enjoyed them as well. There's not much more updates since then. Well, we filmed like 5 other videos since then, so you'll have loads of updates coming in between what you've just seen. But the other thing I was going to say, which I forgot to say in this video, was we did a whole pregnancy update because this was this is the 18-week scan. We forgot to talk about the one thing that was the really interesting thing that he actually told us about in the scan, which was the fact that I have an anterior placenta. Now, if I have already mentioned this in the vlog, I'm so sorry, I'm just going to repeat myself, but I have a feeling I didn't bring it up because I completely forgot after the scan. But I was worried because I wasn't feeling any movements yet, and I was about 18 going into 19 weeks, and lots of people feel movement by like 14 weeks, but I hadn't felt any yet. And he showed me on the scan that my placenta was at the front. Oh, so is my placenta on the front?
It's at the front.
Most people have it at the back, but it's really normal for it to attach at the front. You can only have problems with the front if it moves down and it moves near your cervix, and it can cause issues later on if it does move down. But at the moment it's in a really healthy, normal position. It just means that it's harder for me to feel the movements of the baby because the baby is pushing against the placenta rather than against my stomach, like bit, if that makes sense. It's like an extra layer in between the baby and my stomach. So it's just going to be about 24 weeks is when most people with anterior placenta feel the baby move. And overall, I've had a couple of messages from people just saying overall you feel less movements and you tend to feel the baby move a lot less in general with it, which is a bit sad. So I feel a little bit sad about that, but at the same time I'm sure I'll be glad later on when the baby's kicking me in the ribs and I'm, you know, regretting that I ever wished that I could feel him more. So yeah, I'm trying to think of the positives, but at the same time I was a little bit sad about the fact that I probably won't feel my baby move as much as other people will. But yeah, that was the one thing that I wanted to update you guys on. But anyway, we shall love you and leave you. Sorry for the random outro. We'll see you in many future videos to come. We love you so much. Thank you
enjoyed this vlog,
for watching.
whatever it was, because we filmed it like 5 days ago.
I know! There's been so many more videos. We'll see you in the mall.
Have a good
we love you guys. Bye.
Bye.
Mwah.